Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's severe weather update. So once again, we have an enhanced risk of severe weather across portions of the Ohio Valley and Midwest, where we have an enhanced risk across northern central Tennessee and much of Kentucky in the orange, including Nashville and Bowling Green and Louisville. We have a slight risk of severe weather from eastern Arkansas all the way through the mid-Atlantic in the yellow, as well as portions of northeast New Mexico, northwest Texas Panhandle, and far western Oklahoma Panhandle in the yellow, and a marginal risk in the dark green areas today. So looking at today's tornado threat, we have a 2% chance of tornadoes touching down within 25 miles of a location across much of Tennessee, Kentucky, southern Indiana, southern Ohio, far southeastern Illinois. So if you live in Evansville, Indiana, Louisville, Kentucky, Cincinnati, Ohio, Bowling Green, Kentucky, and Nashville, Tennessee, make sure you're on guard for an isolated spin-up tornado today. Looking at the damaging wind threat, we have a 30% chance of damaging straight line winds of 58 miles per hour stronger within 25 miles of a location across central northern Tennessee and much of Kentucky, including Nashville, Bowling Green, and Louisville. So make sure you're on guard for numerous damaging wind gusts. If you live in the red area today, we have a 15% damaging wind risk from eastern Arkansas and northern Mississippi all the way up through the mid-Atlantic coast in Maryland, Delaware, Virginia, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey, and a 15% wind risk across northeast New Mexico, northwest Texas, and west Oklahoma Panhandle, and a 5% damaging wind risk in the brown areas today. And looking at the large hail threat, we have a 15% chance of quarter-size hail or larger within 25 miles of location, centered on the Tennessee and Ohio Valley, and a 5% damaging hail risk in the brown areas for quarter-size hail or larger. So timing out the storms today, we're going to start seeing our severe thunderstorms develop around 1 o'clock Central Daylight Time this afternoon, somewhere in southern Illinois, southwest Indiana. And then as we go into 2 to 3 o'clock this afternoon, we're going to be seeing the storms moving across southern Indiana, northern Kentucky, producing damaging winds and large hail, and isolated spin-up tornadoes. Going into 5 o'clock in the afternoon, storm coverage is going to become more numerous from Indianapolis through Louisville. And then going into 6 o'clock, storm coverage becomes even more widespread, where we could be seeing numerous storms producing large hail and damaging wind gusts by 6 o'clock this evening across much of Kentucky, extending into northern Tennessee. Going into 7 o'clock, the storms are going to push east into southwest Ohio, around Cincinnati, and towards Lexington, Kentucky. Going into 8 o'clock, we're going to start to see mostly a damaging wind threat, as we're going to be seeing the storms merge into a big line. And then going into 9 and 10 o'clock, storms are going to push into southeast Ohio, West Virginia, southwest Virginia, and we could also see some storms across the northeast and mid-Atlantic from Washington, D.C. around 5 o'clock this afternoon through 7 and 8 o'clock this evening, possibly pushing into New York City. We could be seeing severe storms in New York City around 9 o'clock this evening, or 10 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time this evening. And our main Midwestern storms pushing into Pittsburgh around midnight still could be producing some damaging winds at this point. Maybe even Atlanta, Georgia, scattered showers and storms. And then going through 3 a.m., storms into southeast Tennessee, western North Carolina, central Pennsylvania. Another cluster could be moving into the D.C. area by 3 a.m. And then we finally are going to see the storms dissipate by tomorrow morning, but we could be seeing overnight severe storms across the mid-Atlantic and parts of the Northeast even. So thanks for watching today's severe weather update. Make sure you're preparing for numerous severe weather if you live across Tennessee and Kentucky, including damaging winds and large hail. And then, even if you live across the mid-Atlantic and Northeast, make sure you're preparing for scattered severe weather as well. Thanks for watching today's severe weather update. Stay safe and have a wonderful day, my friends.